Have you ever wondered why, even after all these years together, there are still moments when your partner's body feels like a mystery? You've shared a life, raised kids, faced health scares, maybe even lost friends along the way. But in those quiet, intimate moments, there are still things left unsaid, still things unknown. For many men over 65, physical closeness becomes harder to navigate. Testosterone drops, energy fades, and the unspoken fear grows. Am I still enough? But what if I told you that understanding one little-known truth about a woman's body could unlock deeper intimacy than ever before? What if the real power wasn't in trying harder, but in knowing more? Today, I'll share something rarely talked about, often misunderstood, but deeply human and incredibly healing for couples in their golden years. If you're ready to reconnect to truly understand your partner in a way most men never do, you're in the right place. Subscribe to Life After 65 and tell us where are you watching from. I'd love to know. Now grab your tea, take a deep breath, and let's walk through this together. Let's begin with something most men were never taught: what actually happens in a woman's body during deep arousal. Not the myths from your youth, not the jokes from poker night, but the quiet biological truth that most men carry questions about, even if they never say them out loud. You might have heard the word before: squirting. Maybe someone mentioned it in passing. Maybe you read something online, or maybe your partner experienced it and you didn't quite know what to think. Is it real? Is it safe? Is it pee? These are not silly questions. They are honest human questions, and the answers might surprise you. Yes, female ejaculation, what some call squirting, is real. It's not a myth. It's not something only seen in movies. It's a natural part of human intimacy for some women, though not all. So what's actually going on? When a woman is deeply aroused, emotionally present, physically stimulated, and completely relaxed, her body can release two different kinds of fluids. The first is vaginal lubrication. That's the body's gentle way of saying, I'm ready. It makes things smoother, more comfortable. Think of it as the warm-up, like a soft rain before the sun comes out. But sometimes, especially when the G-spot is stimulated, another fluid may be released. This is what people call female ejaculation. Now here's the key: this fluid doesn't come from the vagina. It comes from small glands near the urethra called Skene's glands. Some scientists even call them the female prostate because they share structure and function with the male prostate. During intense stimulation, these glands can release a fluid through the urethra. Yes, through the same passage as urine, but it's not urine. And here's where the science becomes fascinating. Researchers have analyzed this fluid. It contains small amounts of substances like urea and creatinine, yes, also found in urine, but also things like glucose and prostate-specific antigen, which are not found in urine. These markers show that this is not waste. It's a complex fluid released during moments of high trust, high arousal, and deep emotional safety. Not every woman experiences this, and that's important to say. Just like not every man reacts the same way to touch or pressure, not every woman's body expresses arousal in this way. It's not a performance goal. It's not something to achieve. It's simply one of the many beautiful ways a woman's body may respond when she feels fully present, deeply connected, and truly safe. So if this has ever happened with your partner, or if it ever does take a breath, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing strange. This is the body speaking the language of trust. Have you ever encountered this and felt unsure of how to react? Let me know. Your story matters here. Now let's talk about a question that comes up more often than you might think. Is it safe to swallow? It's the kind of thing many older men wonder about but rarely ask, not to their doctor, not to their buddies, and not even to their partner. Maybe it feels too awkward. Maybe no one ever told you it was okay to be curious. But here's the truth: curiosity at your age is a gift, not a flaw. So let's clear it up. Yes, swallowing female ejaculate is generally safe if both partners are healthy and comfortable. And that's not just opinion, that's what science tells us. Researchers in sexual health and clinical microbiology have studied this fluid closely. Though it exits from the urethra, it's not urine. It may contain some of the same components, urea, creatinine, but it also contains things like glucose and PSA, which you won't find in urine. These components are more similar to what's in male prostate fluid than anything else. More importantly, no study has found that this fluid poses a health risk when exchanged between healthy consenting partners. It's not toxic. It doesn't carry special dangers. It's about as risky as kissing or sharing a drink with someone you love. So if you're in a committed relationship, you've both been open about your health and trust is there, then yes, it's safe. But let's go deeper, because I know for some men, it's not just about safety. It's about how it feels emotionally. Maybe you grew up in a household where sex was never discussed. Maybe your friends joked about things like this, but nobody ever told the truth. Maybe part of you still carries that old quiet shame, like you're not supposed to ask or not supposed to care. That ends now. Because your age gives you a rare kind of freedom, the freedom to be honest, to explore without shame, to offer your partner a kind of acceptance and gentleness that many women never receive. Imagine this. It's late. You and your partner are wrapped in each other after a long day. She lets go, physically, emotionally, maybe even a release of fluid you didn't expect. You have a choice. You can tense up, you can pull away, or you can stay, hold her, whisper something kind, maybe even smile. Because in that moment, your calm presence speaks louder than words. It says, you are safe, I accept you. And that, my friend, is intimacy at its most powerful. Have you ever experienced a moment like that where just staying present changed everything? Tell me about it. I'm listening. Let's shift the focus now, not just to your partner's experience, but to yours. Because what if embracing her pleasure actually improves your own health? It might sound surprising, but science backs it up. When men engage in emotionally connected intimacy where they feel safe, present, and open, they don't just deepen their relationships, they improve their bodies. Researchers have found that mature men who are emotionally attuned during intimacy tend to have lower blood pressure. They sleep better. They experience less anxiety about performance. And yes, they often enjoy stronger erections naturally. Why does this happen? It's simple, really. When you're not caught up in stress about how long you last, whether you're doing it right or trying to live up to outdated expectations, your body relaxes. Your nervous system moves out of fight or flight and into what's called rest and connect. That's where real intimacy lives. That's where connection, not just friction, unfolds. And here's the beauty. When your partner feels safe enough to fully let go physically and emotionally, you're not just a witness to that moment. You're part of it. You're creating it. Think about this, that rush of emotion and release isn't a performance for you to judge. It's a response to how safe you've made her feel. It's trust expressed through the body. And the more you lean into that with patience, with compassion, with gentle attention, the more your own stress softens. Your hormones respond. Testosterone levels rise. Cortisol drops. Even your prostate benefits from the regular rhythm of closeness. You're not losing your edge, my friend. You're learning how to use it differently. There's a powerful shift that happens when you stop asking, did I do it right? And start asking, how did we feel? That's the shift from pressure to presence. So if you've ever felt that quiet worry that aging is stealing something from, it's not taking away your capacity for intimacy. It's giving you a chance to deepen it. You get to let go of the myths, the expectations, the noise, and replace them with something stronger, more lasting. A presence that says, I'm here with you, just as I am. Have you noticed a difference in how you experience intimacy as you've grown older? I'd love to hear how your perspective has changed. Let's talk about it. Now let's bring this down from theory to practice. Because understanding the science is one thing, but living it, feeling it in your hands, your breath, your connection, that's where transformation begins. So how do you create the kind of space where a woman feels safe enough to fully express herself? To let go of control of fear of decades of conditioning that told her to hide her pleasure. It begins before a single touch. Start by asking a simple question. How are you feeling today? Not about work, not about errands, but about her heart, her mind, her emotions. When a woman feels emotionally held, her body follows. Her shoulders drop. Her breath softens. Her nervous system whispers, I'm safe. And safety is the gateway to intimacy. Then when you touch her, do it like you're exploring a sacred map, not checking off a list. Don't rush. Start with her hands, her shoulders, her back. Let your touch say, I see you. I'm with you. There's no pressure here. This isn't about technique, it's about tenderness. If female ejaculation happens if there's a sudden release of fluid, don't freeze. Don't joke to ease the tension. Don't grab a towel like something went wrong. Instead, stay. Whisper something kind. Smile. Let her see that her body's not too much. Say that was beautiful. Then help clean up, not like you're fixing a mess, but like you're honoring a moment. Bring her water. Hold her close. Let her know she's still wanted, still cherished, still safe in your arms. Because intimacy doesn't end at climax. It continues in how you hold her after. In the way you ask, how did that feel for you, and in how you share? Here's what I felt too. That's how you build something rare. Not just chemistry, but emotional memory. The kind of intimacy couples carry for decades, woven into late-night laughter, quiet mornings, and the simple act of reaching for each other without words. And if you're still feeling unsure, that's okay. Maybe you've never seen a woman release like this. Maybe the whole idea makes you nervous. That's not weakness, that's honesty. And honesty is the foundation of real love. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need all the answers. What she needs is your presence, your steadiness, your willingness to stay curious and stay close even when things feel unfamiliar. Because in the end, what unlocks her deepest sense of trust isn't performance. It's the quiet strength of a man who shows up. So tonight, ask a brave question. Maybe it's, what kind of touch makes you feel safe, or what have you always wanted to try but never said out loud? Then just listen. And when she answers, hold that truth like a gift. Have you ever had a conversation like that? If not, maybe tonight is the perfect time to start. Let me know what question you'd like to ask. We're learning together. So my friend, what do we take from all of this? At its core, this isn't a lesson about anatomy or technique. It's about presence. It's about understanding that your partner's pleasure, her release, her vulnerability, it's not something to fear, it's something to honor. You now know that female ejaculation is real, natural, and safe. You understand that it doesn't happen for every woman, and that's perfectly okay. You've seen how your response, your calm and care, can turn a moment of uncertainty into one of the deepest connections you've ever shared. And maybe most importantly, you've learned that intimacy after 65 isn't about what your body used to do. It's about what your heart knows now. You've lived, you've loved, you've made mistakes and grown wiser through them. Now you have the chance to bring that wisdom into your most private moments, to offer your partner safety, acceptance, and attention that goes beyond performance. That kind of intimacy doesn't fade with age. It deepens, it matures, it evolves into something far richer than youthful desire. It becomes a sanctuary. So here's my invitation. Tonight, or the next quiet moment you share with someone you love, start small. Ask her one honest question. Offer one slow touch. Say one kind thing that lets her body and soul exhale. Because when you do that, you're not just learning about her. You're reminding yourself that your strength doesn't lie in performance. It lies in presence. If this spoke to you, share it with a friend. You never know who needs to hear it. And before you go, let's stay connected. Leave a comment, tell me what you learned, or ask a question that's been on your mind. Like this video if it helped you see things differently. And subscribe to Life After 65, where we believe that intimacy, like fine wine, only gets better with age. Your strength doesn't fade with time, it evolves. And so should your habits. Keep showing up, keep learning, and keep loving deeply. I'll see you in the next one.